You sleep well, at first. Then something wakes you up. It's not a sound. Everything is exactly as it was when you went to bed, except for one thing. Creations. You detect their presence. There are some of them nearby, powerful ones. You quietly grab your gear, preparing to sneak out and see what's happening. But then you hear a loud shout. "Visitors! Come out now! Galdring demands that you face me!" Sounds like a Drakon. So much for stealth or subtlety. I saw Serviles run in there. You are Galdring's guest. You're also at his mercy. You might as well walk out and see what this envoy wants. It is an old Drakon, worn and battle-scarred. He is waiting for you, flanked by a pair of Kaishaks. You recognize him. It is Cresia, the angry Drakon that insulted you the day before. "We meet again, little creature. I have asked Galdring to be able to challenge you. Galdring has agreed." Challenge? As in a duel? "A duel is a matter of honor. To Drakons, your kind has no honor. I only wanted to test you. Defeating you will give all of us information and give me glory." What sort of challenge? "A battle, if you do not yield. I will kill you, or you will kill me. If you win, you live to see Galdring. If I win, I devour you and add your wealth to my hoard." So how does this proceed? First, I give you the chance to yield to me. If you do, I'll see that I have humbled the envoy of the Shapers. Glory for me, humiliation for your kind. So, will you save your life by admitting that you are a weakling and that Drakons are superior to your kind? To that I say, you Drakons are superior in some ways. You are, in many cases, larger, stronger, you can survive heat much better. You have a natural affinity for shaping. But at the same time, you are arrogant. You are brutish at times, as far as I can tell, and you are overcome with a hatred for all lesser creatures. While many humans have the same flaws, I have yet to see many Drakons who exhibit such sympathies. You care little for other smaller creations. You care little for other people. Others who are not Drakons, and even then, you fight amongst yourselves, from what little history I know. There are ways that Drakons are superior, but they are not all ways. I will say no such thing, at the moment. Cresia nods. "Galdring told me you would not be so weak. He told me much when he urged this challenge." As the Drakon speaks, you hear footsteps. Someone is sneaking into position all around you. They try to be quiet, but you easily hear the jingling of their chainmail. "There are no more formalities. Now we fight. I give you a moment for any final words or prayers." "And if you are so mighty, why do you need to sneak in allies to keep you alive?" You put in your voice exactly the right level of derision. The Drakon is furious. He also knows that you are right. "Leave us! I do not need your help with this puny creature." You hear the hidden figures move away. Wait. Galdring goaded you into attacking me. The creature did not expect this. "What? Why do you ask?" "Just wondering. Surprised it's not your idea is all." "It was my idea! Galdring was ignoring my wisdom before the conclave, as always, and I told him that one of my strength and glory should not be dismissed so. Then he asked how I had proven my strength, and I told him, and he said it was not enough in his eyes. I said I could think of no way to add to my victories over the Shapers." "And he suggested fighting me." "To test you! I was the one who said I would kill you, and I shall!" "And has Galdring ever done this before?" "Yes! Yes!" He thinks for a moment. Then he remembers something. He looks furious. "Salazar! He was called in exactly the same way! You would kill me with some trick! I have made an error. But I will withstand it. I will face the dishonor. I will prove myself again in my own way, and make Galdring pay!" Salazar? "Another enemy of Galdring, eliminated in the same way. Different year, different fortress. Same trick." "You'd best be going, then." "Yes, you have been spared for now, but know this. cross me again, and I will slay you! Cressia turns and leads his Kaishaks away. So, you tried, but it was not enough, O Galdring. We saw what you were doing. And we survived without a fight. I do wonder what is going to happen. This is going to be very, very interesting. Let us go speak with Galdring. This will be quite interesting. Oh, Galdring! When you approach the door to Galdring's chambers, it doesn't open. Learned Plo approaches you. Pardon me. I know that Galdring said that you would return. However, the Master is busy today. You will have to return tomorrow, or maybe later. I apologize. There is nothing that can be done. I need to see Galdring. Learned Plo looks uncomfortable. I am sorry. Galdring is occupied. He cannot see you. Is it impossible to see him? But this was the day he was going to give me the message. I know nothing of that. I am sorry. Galdring said that he is not to be disturbed. Is it impossible to see him? Is there no way to find my way in? Learned Plo lets out a little cough. I cannot advise you about that. There are many back halls in this place, but many of them are dangerous. I must insist. I need to see him. And I have said quite clearly that you can't. It is not my fault. It is the leader's will. Please excuse me. Let's see if anyone else might have any information of us. For us. We've already spoken with her. There's nothing there. What about Greta? Do you have any information? I am here to see Galdring. Then you may have found, as I have, that Learned Plo is not letting anyone in to see him. You may be in the same purgatory I am. We are trapped outside in limbo, waiting for a crack in his arrogance. There is no way to sneak in and see him. That is a dangerous thing to try, and something I will not do. I am the general of the rebellion. I have fought and faced death for many years. I do not skulk or beg. You, on the other hand, have no such restrictions. If you are determined to see Galdring, there might be a way to slip in. I think he mentioned something. Something about back halls. So we're going to have to look. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to see if the other door's open. The one's over... Oh! This door is open. Interesting. This must be where some of those serviles were hiding. We don't really need a charging stone. I mean, we've got plenty. I imagine... Yep, that door is open too. That door is not. But that probably will open. Let's see. Yes, another door where people were sleeping. Fine cloak, coins, radiant crystal. Excellent. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Will this door open? It does. We have healing, and we have essence. Excellent. Laboratory, only Drakons and servants of Galdring, any other will be assumed a spy. Of course. And this says... Power core, do not enter when power is active. Well, the power is active. You are just outside the power core for this section of Gizakius. The door is locked and a nearby crystal flashes red. On the other side, you can hear the machinery pulsing loudly, pumping waves of heat out into the fortress. As you try to decide where else to explore, you hear a chiming sound. The warning crystal begins to flicker red. You hear a click from the door. It appears that you can try to sneak through the power core. Experience tells you what a tricky maneuver this can be, especially if someone in Gizakius has it in for you. I think we might stay out of there for now. Sounds dangerous. The laboratory? Laboratory also opens. I imagine that we need to stay out of sight of any creations that may be sneaking around. Well, not exactly sneaking, but... This is a Shaper's Laboratory journal, looted from some ruined town and brought here. Fire has scorched most of the pages, but one intact section seems interesting. Greaves are the tool of the battlefield, not the laboratory. When a guardian or agent strides onto the field of war to defend Shaper honor, he or she needs equipment that supports the use of magic. Perfected greaves are most useful. Greaves can be lined with the skin of an Drakon. This gives the wearer solidity and binds him to the earth. Application of solidified flame, on the other hand, lends power to the appropriate spells. Both substances, one after the other, can have a greater effect. Of course, order matters. I have heard that there are other components that can augment such a pair of greaves. Too much magic makes the item unstable, however. Generally, one such piece of armor can only sustain 2 improvements. Oh! One of the workers in this laboratory has seen you. You are very much not supposed to be here. Galdring's suspicions that you are actually a Shaper spy have been confirmed. Within moments, an alarm has been raised. Your welcome in Gizakius has come to a quick end. Unfortunately, you have angered the Drakons deep in their own fortress. Gizakius has many sections, each full of huge, powerful Drakons. The entrance gates to the west slides shut. Soon afterward, Drakons pour into the complex. You fight bravely. Many of them fall. But in the end, you run out of essence. Soon after that, you succumb to the Horde. Well! We can't even be spotted there, or we'll be completely slaughtered. I'm going to see how much I can do there. Maybe my creations... No, it probably won't work. I'll see what I can do. Let me try going around this way, then. Maybe we can avoid that guard. Ah, darn it, he was right around the corner! Come on! Okay, I see what he's patrolling. He's patrolling up there. Which means, as long as I'm careful... This box is full of the broken flasks, flawed crystals, and other junk that tends to accumulate in working laboratories. Too nice to throw away, too useless for any reasonable purpose. At the bottom of the box, however, you do find something interesting. It's a tarnished copper key with a C etched into the side. A note tied to it says, repository? Ah, shit! God damn it! Ugh. Go. Good. Now we take a look in here. Hello. 6 living tools. No. No, we're not going to use 6 living tools for that. Okay, he didn't see anything. Now let's get out of there. There may be another guard somewhere, but I don't know. Ah! Yes, there are. There's other guards over there. You managed to slip far enough into the laboratory to see what the Drakons are doing here. There are 2 shaping platforms here, surrounded by powerful machinery. The air crackles with concentrated magic. A lesser being would not be able to stand being here. You find it invigorating. There are 2 unbound here standing on the platforms. They are motionless. A nearby table is covered with notes and sketches. The Drakons aren't making unbound, they're studying them. There is only one reason they would be doing this. They are creating the next generation. Unbound even more powerful, more crazed. The Shapers would pay dearly to learn about this. I see something over there. Ah, that leads to the power core. Careful. What was that? Ooh, restoration potion. We need one of those. Get back. I don't think we can go any further. No, we can't. They would see us. Alright. Our only option now, it seems, is going to have to be go through the power core. This is going to be interesting. Alright, let's see here. Oh boy. Alright. Suddenly the door behind you slams shut. The heating core's brief period of inactivity has ended. The air immediately starts to grow hotter. The pads of glowing stones around the central core begin to glow. The area near the crystal is about to become very hot indeed. The power crystal in the center lets out its first pulse of heat. A less augmented person would be incinerated. You survive, but even your heavily altered body won't be able to take this indefinitely. I don't see... Ah! There it is! Ah! Shuriken! Holy crap, that thing is powerful. Ah! Oh boy. Let's see, maybe if only I go in... If only I go in... No, all my creations need to be in here as well. Maybe I can stay in the corner here? Yes, that works. Staying in the corner here will work. All we need to do is outlast. Shuriken is the weakest and has the greatest chance of death. But we will survive! At last you hear another chiming sound. Clicks come from the exit doors. The pylon is still sending out punishing waves of heat, but they are less intense than they were. You might be able to escape now. You wonder what happened here. Maybe you just had a bit of bad luck. Or maybe someone tried to kill you. Well, let's get out of here. Power core. Do not enter when power core is active. It wasn't, but it is now. Now we'll be able to speak with Galdring. Can we actually look in here at all? Because we cannot sneak past them. Ooh, we can. Alright, let's see. Can we look at these? 3 living tools there. Uh-oh. Yeah, can't go in there. They saw us. Yeah, you know what? Let's not go back in there. It would be pointless. Yeah, interesting as it may be, we're not going to go in there. Now, down here. You return to Galdring's chamber. The Drakon is not surprised to see you. He is as calm and pleasant as he was the day before. Nothing in his mood reflects that he sent someone to try to kill you. The test has been survived. Interesting. The qualities were described to me accurately. There is a lot of skill here. You realize that he is describing you as if you were a lab specimen. His eyes are as cold as always. But I would be sure. One more test, I think. A simple, straightforward battle. I want to see its performance personally. You are testing me. Galdring says to you this time. Of course. I wanted you here for 2 reasons. To see you and to have you deliver a message. You will have the message soon. Now I am examining you. Test me if you want, but I will remember this insult. Galdring was beginning to call and shape essence when you say these words. Something about your tone stops him. Yes. Yes. His Drakon sibilance has returned. Interesting. The command. You have the command of a shaper. Very interesting. Very useful. And I believe you. I will consider you tested. Give me a moment and then we will have things to discuss. He takes a moment to absorb the essence he was beginning to shape. Oh, interesting. You speak with Galdring again. If he has any remorse for his attempting to kill you, he doesn't show it. He is as calm and cordial as he was when he first spoke with you. I think that I have had a chance to gauge your merit. I understand you better now. Now I can deal with you. Now I am ready to give you the message to deliver to Alwyn. As he speaks, you are constantly on your guard. You will never be sure if this creature is about to test you again. Everyone in Gazaki-Us must feel like this all the time. What is the message? That there has been enough suffering in Terestia. We Drakons are not insensate to the plight of the lesser creatures on both sides of the conflict. We call for a 5-year ceasefire. Cities can be rebuilt, food can be grown, people can recover. Then both sides can come together and decide if the war needs to continue. That is the heart of my offer. Diplomats can argue over the details later. You can take my words back to Alwyn, though not immediately. I would also spend some time speaking with you. You are an intriguing creature. I thought, when I summoned you, that I might be able to turn you to our cause. Now you can speak freely. I would like to know more about you. Galdring looks slightly irritated. What is important is not what I was. What matters is what I am, what I can do. But it sometimes benefits me to have my story known, so that I will share a small part of it. I am one of the first Drakons, one of the first creations that could shape. I was made in these very mountains, a day's walk from here. I was also one of the first Drakons to shape myself. That truly was the great advancement that made the rebellion possible. Who created you? A foolish mad shaper who thought he could control his new strong-willed creations and gain great power because of them. He is gone. We remain. Why do you like for your story to be known? We have the power to take existing beings and reshape them, make them stronger. We do it for ourselves, we do it for others. These boons of power are very valuable for recruiting others to our cause. What the Shapers would hoard, we share freely. How do you shape yourself? The canisters. The same canisters you have used many times. And the Geneforges. And the use of direct magic. My current glorious form is mightily different from how it was when I was first shaped. You say that I have used many canisters. It is obvious. I can sense it in you. Your skin, your eyes, your manner, it all betrays how extensively you have been changed. You are not gaining power in your travels, you are simply reawakening it. Of course, it occurs to me that you might not remember using the canisters, but it has happened, I assure you. Can I purchase any of your canisters? No, but you can earn them. If you aid us, I will give you access to many of them. You will gain a remarkable amount of power very quickly. Oh, no, thank you. Galdring continues to watch you silently. You start to feel nervous, almost naked, although this is just another bit of mental trickery. The hum of the pylons around you is starting to be distracting. Galdring is creating little mental illusions. The power in the pylons is very real. Tell me about the rebellion. The rebellion? My rebellion. It was hatched by me from my hiding place in the Ashen Isles. I led the first assaults. The first Shaper cities to fall were dismantled in part with my own claws. The rebellion is a delicate alliance now between the Drakons, the human outsiders, and the smaller creations. But we all have a common interest, doing whatever it takes to keep the Shapers from ever dominating us again. What do you think of the outsider humans? Humans feel themselves superior to creations, even non-Shapers. We will work with them, fight with them, but if they ever try to dominate us creations, and they will, we will remind them that the old days are gone forever. And how do the smaller creations feel about you? The Drakons created the rebellion. We gave it most of its strength, and yet the smaller creations demand to rule it. They are not appropriately grateful to my kind. There are still issues of command, of rulership that need to be settled. All these things can be addressed in due time, once victory of the Shapers is won. What will the final fate of the Shapers be? That decision will be up to them. If they finally learn to treat us with respect, they can live on their lands and we will leave them alone. Somehow you doubt that this response is entirely candid. Have there been any disagreements among the different parts of the rebellion? No, we are all united in perfect unison against the vile Shapers. You doubt that this is the full truth. Why did you send Cressia to attack me? I wanted to gauge your strength and eliminate a pest. I could achieve 2 goals with one action. The efficiency of it was irresistible. What made Cressia such a pest? He disagreed with me, multiple times. Challenging me once shows spirit. More than that, and you are interfering with the war against the Shapers. Sure, you go ahead and put it that way. You thought that you would recruit me. I still do. My appeal is short. The Shapers are doomed. We have stripped half of Terrestia away from them. Their council is confused and divided. Soon their defenses will break and we will sweep west once again. It is not too late for you to join us and be spared when the end comes. I will not respond right now. I am waiting to learn more. So, now we know precisely what Galdring wanted. He wanted to test us with all that information, and we see that they're working on the creations back there. On the Unbound. He wants a 5-year ceasefire with Alwyn, but while I agree a ceasefire would indeed be very good, I am not certain it is the best option at this point, since he says we will decide in 5 years whether we will go to war or not. No. Considering what they're working on in their laboratories, considering they're trying to, well, create more Unbound, more powerful ones, that's probably what they're going to use that 5 years to do. Create more creations, and then at the end of the 5 years, unleash them upon the Shapers entirely, considering their hatred. I have a feeling that's probably what Galdring plans. But I do need to speak with General Alwyn. I have returned from Gizakius. Alwyn eagerly leans forward as far as the mental frame allows him. And what is Galdring's offer to me? You describe the Drakon's offer. Alwyn shakes his head. The expected nonsense. Goldring does not want peace. He wants 5 years to experiment to create a newer, stronger type of Unbound. And he wants to show the world that Shaper rule is not lasting. A useless offer. I would reject it coming from a human or a servile. From a Drakon I trust it even less. Now, for the true purpose of your quest. Describe Gazaki use to me. Omit no detail. Alright, we'll describe it honestly, as you asked. You describe Gazaki use honestly and in great detail. A nearby servile takes notes about your comments. You also describe the Drakon's laboratory. Alwyn is pleased by this extra information. You have earned a larger reward. When you are done, Alwyn says, I said we know nothing about Gazaki use. This was not the truth. We did know a little, and what you say corresponds with it. You were brought a large bag of coins and an enchanted girdle. The Shapers reward those who aid them properly. For the additional information, you also receive a pair of shining gemstones. I could do much with a servant like you. You have made an ally in me. If you, with my help, continue to aid the Shapers, we can go very far. Is it possible to get training and supplies? Since you are aiding me, I will... Okay. I would like permission to travel beyond the Storm Plains. General Alwyn thinks about this. Then he calls for a servant to bring pen and paper. With one hand, he scrawls out a pass. The servant hands it to you. Rolwolf's papers technically allow you free passage. I have delayed you longer than our rules permit. I prefer to keep the borders between my lands and those of that madman Tegan closed, but... He waves his hand in a resigned gesture. Let's see, we got projection belt. No, we are going to sell that. That is not for us. I don't want a loss in strength. And a rune onyx and a tiny orb of mist. Okay. So that's some things we need to sell and such. But before we do, since we are allied now, we might actually have access to some more shaping and magic spells. So I'm going to go take a look here. Let me see. You, I believe, for shaping. Stop moving. There you are. Can you teach me about shaping? Nothing new. Okay, so we're not going to learn anything new. Actually, though, I am curious. Are there any other healing spells that we could use? It's been a while, and we have a lot of coin. Can you teach me some magic? Like to learn spells. Regeneration aura is the only one, which... you know what? Let's... Sure, why not? There. Regeneration aura blesses everyone in your group, healing some of their damage each round. Yeah, that's something. We have skill in that. We have skill in healing spells, because why not? It's useful. Might need to improve that later. For now, though, let me go and sell all the stuff I have, and such. Right then. Well, that was a very long episode. It seems like whenever I go into the Drakon's cities, they always end up very long. Oh well. We've found out everything that's happening there. We know everything that's going on, and... Well, we're not going to join the Drakons yet, and we're not going to join Alwyn yet. We still have one more person with whom we need to speak, and see what is going on. We also got this odd key. Something... Repository Key C. Whatever that is for. Oh well, we've done what we can. Next episode, we might actually try a few more things, No, next episode we'll head further south into the Dara Reaches. We may as well start our trip down. We've got another guy to speak with about everything in there. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I'm Chester44, that is E, King, and Shuriken. This has been a Geneforge 5 Let's Play, and I will see you all next time.